2017 Husky fc350 has just been announced with few changes, but the 2016 tested here is still available everywhere. The model was available for the first time in 2015, and the 2016 model was completely new. Virtually no parts are interchangeable with the 2015 engine. It does retain the same bore, stroke, layout, and configuration. It has a 5-speed gearbox, a double overhead cam head with a very sophisticated valve train and a very high redline of 14,000 RPM. The Husky is electric start only, there's no provision for a Kickstarter. We're not going to bore you with redundant descriptions of how the 350 bridges the gap between a 250 and a 450. You already know that. In truth, it's not relevant to compare an fc350 to 250s, because it doesn't have to race against them. It was made for the 450 class. When you compare it to a 450, nothing is quite what you expect. First of all, there's very little peak horsepower difference. The peak power of the 350 is in the low 50 horsepower range, which is about the same as a Honda, Kawasaki, or Suzuki. The 350 gets most of its power through revs. Remember, the formula for horsepower is torque in foot-pounds times RPM, divided by 5252. The power peak on the 350 is around 12,000 RPM, and a 450 peaks at 9,000 RPM, so the fact that they arrive at the same final number is just an accident of math. They feel completely different. A 450 is a rumbling beast that commands respect. The 350 is friendlier and wants to be revved and revved,